This is English language for class 6. Children, in the previous video, you went through pronouns. Today, we are going to work with personal pronouns, number, gender, and case. Please pay attention. As you know, there are several kinds of pronouns, like demonstrative, interrogative, reflexive, personal, and relative pronouns. So, though we have different kinds of pronouns, and we use different kinds of pronouns frequently in our sentence building, some of them are not as complicated as our personal pronouns. Why? Because personal pronouns, children, have different forms, and they change their forms depending on the position they are placed in a sentence. So, we need to know some important rules and points that are very, very essential in making decent and correct sentences. Therefore, in the previous video also, you came across the first, second, and the third persons. Alright? So the first person is the person speaking or narrating something, like I am doing right now. The second person is the person spoken to, or the person who is listening to the speaker, like you. And the third person is the rest of all the persons, animals, and things that are talked about without counting myself and you. Okay, so this chart here shows that the personal pronouns have got certain things. We have got singular and plural here. Alright, as you know, personal pronouns refer to people, animals, and things. Yes? So, when I, as a first person, I'm talking about myself, then the object is me. But when I have a friend, we are talking about us. When you are there as a singular person, just one person, so the object is you. But in the plural, you have your friend, but I'm talking about the both of you. So it becomes you only, as the object is also you. In the third person, if you are a boy, you are he. Yes, we are talking about he, and the object is him. But the plural, he has a friend, it's they and them. She becomes her, there also they and them. It also becomes they and them. Alright? So, you need to remember personal pronouns must be of the same gender, same number, same case, and the same person as the noun it represents. Okay. So what are these big sounding words? Let's do them one by one. Number. When we say number, children, then as you know, you can count, right? Numbers are something that you count. So when we say singular, that means only one. One person, one animal, or one thing. And when we say plural, then that means more than one person, more than one animal, or more than one thing. It can be 2, it can be 10, it can be 100, a million, anything. Alright? So, each personal pronoun is singular or plural in number. So, what are singulars? I, me, you, he, him, she, her, it, etc. Plural, we, us, you, they, them, and so on. So, in a sentence, the pronoun must agree with the noun it replaces. You cannot say, I went to the market, she came home. That does not agree with the noun. When you have gone, I came home. You have gone, you came back. They have gone, they came back. Alright. So, always the pronoun must agree in number with the noun that it replaces. If the noun is in the singular number, the pronoun must also be in the singular number. And if it is of the plural number, then the pronoun must also be of the plural number. If we say the girl is playing with her toy, she has a blue toy. That is singular. But if the girls are playing with their toys, they have blue toys, that is plural. So I think in junior school you already must have done something called gender. So we did masculine gender, feminine gender, neuter gender and common gender, isn't it? So what is gender? Gender is whether a person is male or female or neither, or a common thing, like a doctor. A doctor can be both, can be either a boy or a girl. A teacher can be a man or a woman, isn't it? So when we have male gender like the masculine gender, we are talking about a boy or man. So we say he, okay, him, his. When we are talking about a feminine gender, then we are talking about a girl or a woman. So we say she, her or hers. When we are talking about the neuter gender, then we are talking about very young babies of people, all the animals when spoken in general, and all things. Okay? So, it is used to show neuter gender. Okay? And then we have a common gender. For that, if it is in common gender, if it is a male teacher, the teacher came, he taught us. If it is a female teacher, the teacher came, she taught us. Okay? So, out here in the gender, the pronoun must agree with the noun in gender that it represents. If the noun is in the feminine gender, the pronoun too must be in the feminine gender. In the same manner, if the noun is in the masculine gender, the pronoun must also be in the masculine gender. Examples are, Meera has a brother. He studies in college. Here we are not talking about Meera. We are talking about her brother. So he studies in college. My sister loves to eat pizza. She eats it every day. Here we are not talking about yourself or myself. We are talking about our sister. So my sister loves to eat pizza. She eats it every day. We have a little kitten. It plays with us all day. We cannot say she plays with us or he plays with us. Generally, kittens don't have a gender. We don't say a gender for them. So they are neuter gender. So we say it plays with us all day. Now we have come to the third and the last case of pronoun, that is the case. So for case, there are three different cases, alright? One is the subjective or the nominative case. The second is the objective or the accusative case. And the third is the possessive case. So children, a subjective pronoun is in the subjective case when it is used as the subject of a sentence. The personal pronouns that we can use as subjects here are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. So here, a person, an animal, or a thing comes before the verb and it does an action in a sentence. On the other hand, an objective pronoun is in the objective case or an accusative case when it is used as a direct object or an indirect object or an object of a preposition. Alright? So the personal pronouns that can be used as objects are me, you, him, her, it, us, them, and so on. Here, a person, an animal, or a thing comes after the verb or preposition in a sentence. On the other hand, a possessive pronoun is in the possessive case when it is used to show possession or ownership of an object. Personal pronouns of possession or ownership are mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs. So here we have some examples. For subjective or nominative case, we have he is going home. Here, he is the subject of this sentence. In objective or accusative case, he gave her a book. To whom did he give a book? He gave it to her. So her is the object in this sentence. And for possessive case, like these books are mine. Here, mine shows that the books belong to me. So we have come to the end of this chapter. I hope you have understood. If you have not, please feel free to message me. Study well, do well, take care and stay safe.